Here are 8 reasons why everybody's moving to Buckhead, Atlanta. Reason number 1 is for the economy in this area. The average per capita income in Buckhead is $85,000 a year. This is twice as much as the rest of Atlanta. The rest of Atlanta's got $40,000 per year average per capita income. And so this is a very big difference. So there's a lot more money in this area. Property taxes are significantly more. The city of Atlanta gets 40% of its property taxes from Buckhead. This is because the property values are the highest income earners are in Buckhead. And so Buckhead is just a small part of Atlanta, and they're getting 40% of the property taxes of all of the neighborhoods of Atlanta coming specifically from Buckhead. So the economy is the best in Buckhead, the amount of money, the job, the employers, all of this equates to some of the best economy there in all of Atlanta is in Buckhead. What's up, y'all? My name is Victor with Atlanta Suburban Living. We put out videos every week about what it's like to live in Atlanta and these cities and suburbs around Atlanta. Reason number 2 why so many people are moving to Buckhead is its proximity to Atlanta. Unlike one of the suburbs that are miles and miles away from Atlanta, Buckhead is a neighborhood or a district of Atlanta. It's not quite a city, and so it is very much a part of the city of Atlanta. And so all of the amenities and all of the things, the major landmarks, the attractions, all of the major things of living in Atlanta are right there in Buckhead or very close to Buckhead. And so this is a major part of living there. In fact, many people who live in Buckhead kind of feel like their property taxes are the highest. They're paying a lot in taxes. The most amount of money is in Buckhead. And so there's kind of been for many decades now this tension between the neighborhood of Buckhead and the rest of the city of Atlanta. Many people from this area want to annex themselves away from Atlanta because they feel like they are contributing the most to the city, but not necessarily getting the most. That amount of contribution is not being reciprocated back to the residents of Buckhead. And so this kind of tension has been there for a very long time. I imagine it will continue to be there for a very long time because I don't foresee Atlanta letting Buckhead become its own city and develop its own government, its own city taxes and its own city departments. And so we'll probably be part of the city of Atlanta for a very long time, but it's right there in the city of Atlanta. Reason number 3 on the list of 8 reasons why everybody is moving to Buckhead is just how close it is to the arts and the theater district of Atlanta. Many of these landmarks are not in Buckhead, but they are very close to Buckhead, about 5 miles or less from that area. So you have like the High Museum of Art, which is the major art museum in Atlanta, is very close to this area. Also, the Alliance Theater is very close to Buckhead. I actually went there just recently during the wintertime to see A Christmas Carol with the family. Super great area. Really loved the Alliance Theater. They put on a great performance there. Also, the Woodruff Art Center is very close, and the Fox Theater. The Fox Theater is one of like the major, or if not the major, theater in Atlanta. The Broadway shows are often there. Wicked, Hamilton. During the wintertime, they have the Nutcracker. And so all of those like Broadway plays are there at the Fox Theater. Again, super close to the neighborhood of Buckhead. Number 4 on the list is the easy access from this area to some of the major colleges, universities, and hospitals. If you're thinking about moving to Buckhead to be close to any one of these things, feel free to call, text, or email me anytime. I'm the one who answers those phone calls and those emails and those text messages, and I'd be happy to help with your moving needs to the Buckhead area. Thank you so much to everybody who has reached out, but very often people who choose to live in the Buckhead area are there because of its easy access to places like Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is a major university in Atlanta, and it's about 5.9 miles from Buckhead Village to Georgia Tech. Another one is Emory University, again, a major university in Atlanta, only 5.9 miles from Buckhead Village. Savannah College of Art and Design is another popular one, 4 miles from Buckhead Village. Piedmont Hospital is one of the major hospitals in all of Georgia, and it's only 2.8 miles from Buckhead Village. To get to a grocery store, very easy access. Publix is less than a mile away from Buckhead Village. And Whole Foods, there's one half a mile from Buckhead Village. And so all of these things are super close to the area. In many cases, walkable even to many of these things. And so very often people who are trying to get close to Piedmont Hospital for work or Savannah College of Art and Design, they choose Buckhead as their primary neighborhood because of the ease of access to all of these different things. Reason number 5 is the amount of condos, especially the high-rise luxury condos in Buckhead are amazing. For example, 3344 Peachtree Road, Unit 3303 is currently for sale in Buckhead. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, about 1,600 square feet, and it's absolutely amazing. The building was built in 2008, and the views there are to die for. I mean, take a look at these views over the balcony, overlooking the entire city of Atlanta. Absolutely amazing. Definitely one of the biggest draws for many people who move to this area. Another one currently for sale is 3325 Piedmont Road, Unit 3005. It's a 3-bed, 4-bath home, about 2,800 square feet, also built in 2008. And again, amazing views here, overlooking the entire city. And so this is a big draw. Many people are looking for these high-rise condos. They want to be able to have the amazing views, and so they pick Buckhead for this very reason. You can find some of these high-rise condos in other parts of Atlanta, but it's not the same as Buckhead. You know, you can't find this in like Virginia Highlands. You're not going to find this south of Piedmont Park. You're not going to find this on the West End. Of course, Buckhead has these high-rise buildings, and so this is a reason why you find the condos that overlook the city in Buckhead. Speaking of Piedmont Park, that's another big draw. This is number 6 on the list. Piedmont Park is only about 4 miles away from Buckhead. Piedmont Park is like one of the largest parks in all of the city of Atlanta. They have multiple events there all throughout the year. They've got the Atlanta Botanical Gardens is also there in Piedmont Park. And so lots of things to do there, and to be able to be so close to this giant green space in the middle of the city is definitely a big draw. Also, Chastain Park is close to Buckhead. Chastain Park is only about 3.5 miles away from Buckhead Village. Again, a great escape from the concrete jungle of Atlanta. You get to Chastain Park and it's this wide open green space. Definitely a big reprieve when you're living in Atlanta and you're trying to get away from the city. There's lots of parks all around Atlanta, but these two especially are very close to the Buckhead area. Number 7 on the list for why so many people are moving here, and this is kind of unique to the Buckhead area, is its investment potential. Homes continue to appreciate here every year. The values continue to appreciate every year here in Buckhead. And so this is certainly one thing that brings many people here, especially transient people. You may not be moving here to live here for, your dream home forever, but maybe you're moving here temporarily for work and you foresee yourself moving away in 5 to 10 years and you don't want to lose that value. Buckhead is a great area for that. When it comes to single family residence, so like not condos, not townhomes, but detached homes, in 2022, the average price for a single family residence in Buckhead was $984,000. And then in 2023, it was $1.12 million. And in 2024, it went up to 1.2 million. So this will continue to go up every year. And then when it comes to condos and townhomes, these are going to be a lot less in average price because there are many condos, many townhomes in Buckhead, probably far more condos and townhomes in Buckhead than there are single family residents. So this is going to be a very wide range, but the average in 2022 was 295,000, and then in 2023 went up to 300,000, and in 2024 310,000. So it's creeping up, but in all of the price ranges are these condos and townhome prices appreciating the same percentage every year. They continue to increase. And then reason number 8 why everybody is moving here is the social atmosphere. This has got a great vibe. Buckhead has a great culture and a great feel. And so this is a big reason why so many people are moving here. But of course, there are some downsides to living in Buckhead, and we don't want to just gloss over all of the bad parts about living in Buckhead and only talk about like the good parts. I want to make sure that you've got a balanced understanding of the area if you're planning on moving here. So I've made an entire video about the pros and the cons of living in Buckhead. You can check it out right here. I'll see you in the next one.